So last week we received an inquiry from a Western company, and they're sending in one of their leaders into Thailand. What we understood is that this company wants to ensure that the leader who comes into Thailand comes in prepared. So probably they are worried about some of the differences in cultures that this leader might encounter when they come to Thailand. And I'm
Mm.
wondering if we can discuss a little bit about that, the difference in communication styles or cultural codes for this leader who's going to come into Thailand.
Yes, yes. When you mention about Western, in general, there are two different part of Western, like
Mm-hmm.
European, North America, and
Mm-hmm.
they share some characteristic among European countries, not all,
Mm-hmm.
or among North American countries. Yeah. Which part of the world you mentioned is Western?
Oh, yeah, we're talking about, sorry, the European continent.
Okay, good,
Mm-hmm.
good. I have quite extensive dealing with expat Europeans,
Mm-hmm.
and particular in some large country from Europe. Yeah, most of the expat who come to first time overseas experience and come to Thailand, if they come from Europe, there are some potential for communication gap. You know,
Mm-hmm.
the values, European values and Thai values are quite different.
Mm-hmm.
For example, the first thing is about the critical thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Those Europeans are more uh, logical, critical thinking than us Asian. Thai in particular, we are not quite good at critical thinking, but we are good at feeling emotional, caring. So this is the first thing that you can see a difference. Yeah. Anything else you want to add,
I was just thinking about like when I was studying in uh, both in universities and also in high school, the way that a French professor trying to push us, a Thai student, to learn was so, yeah, I still remember it's quite hard at that time because they are very analytical, like you say. So it's criticize our work quite harshly. For me, I feel like okay, but at the same time, I know that there's a good intentions behind whatever they're trying to push us to learn,
mm,
and the feedback is always direct. Okay,
mm,
you're going to do this, you're going to do that. If not, you're not going to graduate, and so on and so forth. So that is very different from Thai professor, even
mm,
during the young age. So I
mm.
can see that there's a difference in the culture and value.
Any
Yes.
theory to support, Girish?
Yes, I think when I was reading when I was reading Erin Mayer's The Culture Map,
Mm,
um, so she has these eight scales
mm,
to map national cultures.
mm, mm,
And there are two scales, I think, which is very interesting for us to talk about in this episode. I think the first scale is the communication scale, where
mm,
she talks about cultures which go towards more towards low context and cultures which are more high context. So
mm,
Asian countries like Thailand comes towards more high context.
mm,
However, even those nations who are much closer to each other on this communication scale, they might be different, quite different when it comes to evaluating scale. I think that's what you both talked about, how cultures differ when it comes to giving negative feedback.
mm,
And one such
Mm.
example is France. I was
mm,
looking at France and Thailand. They come very close to each other. I mean, they're not very far apart when it comes to communication. French are also more nuanced. They're not as direct as Americans. But if you look at this map, which I'm showing you the graph right now, you will see that the French, they come towards more towards the negative critical feedback. And Thais are actually very far away from there on that evaluating scale.
I think for the Thai, I can share the experience that we are first, we don't want to talk about negative things.
Mm,
Because we don't want to hurt other people's feelings.
mm,
Okay. And
Mm.
if you look in the Thai culture's context, we have a word like เกรงใจเห็นใจเข้าใจเกรงใจ is considerate เห็นใจ is empathy sympathy, you know? เข้าใจ is empathy sympathy. You can see that เห็นใจเข้าใจเกรงใจ they share common word is ใจ
mm,
heart. Okay. We more heart person country. Yeah. Hence, when we talk or interact with other people, we have to considerate that this is maybe harmful their feeling, and then it might jeopardize our relationship. So that this is Thai, we might think this is a norm, but we bring this to the workplace, and then a lot of foreigners, particularly from Europe or North America, they feel that we are indirect, sugarcoating, passive. So that different perspective, yeah.
Yeah, that's bring me to that perspective of sugarcoating, hiding things, or silent behaviors in the organization itself. That I feel there's a research as well back this that the behavior that Thai do in the organization is already calculated that if I speak up, will it hurt myself? Will it hurt anybody else? Because we think about if we say something and it might land not so good on others people, we won't speak. Or the third one might be like, oh, when I speak, nothing would change. Nobody listen to me really. So I rather stay shut. And that will serve me better than I speak up. That part, I think the foreigner need to understand what's the reason.
Yeah, so that means if I am a Western expat or a European expat coming into Thailand, one thing I shouldn't expect is my direct reports challenging me directly on my ideas. Would that be correct?
Yes. So the first step is that maybe you observe how Thai interact, and then you might find it's uncomfortable or awkward because we are more humble, nice, polite, too polite, too nice. And if you come from a lot of part in Europe, you will see that Thai are over smile. Why we are smile, no reason is smile. That is because we want to make you more comfort. We want to welcome you. But there is no reason to smile. But for the foreigner, if the logic is that, okay, you have something grateful, you enjoy, then you smile. Or if you are in the crisis, you don't smile. But as a Thai, even in the crisis, we smile. Not because we enjoy the crisis, but we smile to calm down after that, hey, things will be okay. It will be ไม่เป็นไร It will be okay. Not because we don't want to do anything, but we just want to calm people, make people more psychological comfort, and then we go to the task. And this is a lot of foreigners may not understand and perceive that we are too nice, too polite, nothing get done. Yeah.
Actually, that's not just with the Western Europeans, because we heard an incident from a Japanese, a colleague who works for a Japanese company. And he mentioned that one of the Japanese leaders was giving critical feedback to one of the Thai staff on the floor. And the Thai staff smiled, as you said, probably to calm the nerves down, to make everything comfortable. And the Japanese staff did not get that. The Japanese leader, in fact, got infuriated and left from there.
Yeah.
That is part of one cultural code that you need to see the body language of the Thai. It might not mean we don't care, we too sabai, we are not focused with the work. It's just to keep everybody feel comfortable with the situations, like Ajahn say, the psychological part. It's quite important for us to make okay, everything is fine.
Yeah. It hard to explain unless you study more about Thai, the background, the cultures, the religions, the families, Thai ways. Once you understand it and observe it, and you don't need to judge too soon based on your background or experience. And then a lot of foreigner, I have one good friends, a friend who was my boss 30 years ago. When he came to Thailand, very command, serious, want to get things done. So this was in the banking industry 25 years ago, right? So we did workshop, retreat, 100 manager report to this gentleman. And then we have one exercise that he has about 10 boss, he and 10 Thai boss. Okay. We buy for everyone and then ask 100 staff to just give compliment and feedback. And this gentleman, the French gentleman, received the most is that smile more. Okay. And then he changed. He smiled more and more. Now, in the beginning, it's like karaoke, smile, right? Okay, because it's difficult for him. But once he noticed that the logic is that his smile not because fake, but because caring for others. So once you have that attitude, you're not fake. You try to calm other people by make them less relaxed before we talking the business. And then we go to the serious to the business. We it's like, relax, serious, relax, serious. Don't peak serious all the time, and we don't peak relax all the time. Yeah.
I love that idea of blindfolding the leaders so they don't know who they're getting the feedback from. Maybe the Thais feel comfortable giving that feedback. I think to add to that, I remember this one discussing with Kriengsak and Coach Kriengsak and you, Jirina. And I think even in the book, you mentioned this, Coach Kriengsak, in your book, Bridging the Gap, where you talked about giving Thais space to discuss among themselves and then probably share with you. So if you are an expat leader, and if you genuinely want, probably in the initial days, you genuinely want your team to discuss critically and share their feedback with you, probably you can start by giving them some space alone without you to discuss after your presentations. Probably that could help.
A lot, particular language problem. So that's the idea, still working. Even you have Thai staff who are fluent in English, right? But again, even among Thai, if we talk in English, we have two layer language. We need to translate back and forth Thai and English. And then Thai value, we need to not harmful. Okay, so we tend to be more positive in the English language, and sometimes it's difficult, right, to choose the word to be more positive.
It's also about the respect we're giving each other as well. It's like if the Thai, like my generations, working with your generations, Coach Kriengsak, I will always give the place for the senior first. Or even with my peers, I will try to give the peers to speak first. But it doesn't mean that I don't have any ideas or I don't have any thought to chip in. But you need to understand giving time for them to discuss first and then coming back to you might be the better choice to just throw anything blindly in meetings and expecting anything will come back immediately. Because that's space of, giving respect to the peers, giving respect to the senior, that is there. It's ingrained in us very deeply.
Yeah, good point. That's very good point. Give space and be patient. Because everyone, I mean, most of the time we are not quite vocal or outspoken. Even in Thai language, you have 10 staff, you may have only one or two dominate, ideas. And then most of the time, the rest, we say, okay, we think the same. We don't need to share anything, which is not expected for the Western counterpart, right? They want you to articulate whatever you think, regardless the same or not the same with the others.
All right. So that means if I'm an expat leader watching this, I think so far we have gathered that first, be patient. As Coach Kriengsak said, start with observation. Hold back all your judgment. Just observe what's happening. Second is give space to your Thai team to express themselves. Allow them to think among themselves first, then come to you. Anything else I should add that I forgot from our conversation? These two, right? We talked about it. Yeah.
And then smile.
Okay.
Okay. The psychological safety. That's why the body language, the Thai, it's more soft, humble, smile more, but don't think that we are not serious.
Yeah. It's a good one to end on. Anything else you want to add, Coach Kriengsak?
I think what we just experienced a few seconds ago is came up with the idea of smile.
Yeah.
Very critical one, right? But imagine if you look back, go back in time, if you look back, and let's say the expat is not patient. Okay, what do you think? Chris come up with 3 or 4 points, and then we ask anything else, and just a few seconds. Okay, let's conclude that we will miss the smile part, right?
Yes.
Okay, because some people need time to formulate idea and try to articulate it. Yeah, so we need to allow space for people to come up. Yeah.
Beautiful. That means we have shown you an example of how this works.
Yeah, real like case in point, and we don't. In fact, we not script this. This is natural. Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much for watching this episode. Please, if you have any questions, comments, write it down below the video. We will respond to that.
Okay.
See you next week.
Bye.